Welcome back. So, we've returned to Natlan now because we're going to be looking at the Tribal Chronicles and get our way through them. It's all catch-up, remember, it's all catch-up. The first one we're doing now is the Children of Echoes, which is part of Xilonen's story quest. If I remember correctly, we have to do a few quests before it actually gets around to Xilonen, but it still is all lead up towards whatever that story is actually about. So, what's going on over here?
She's not back yet. Oh, I hope nothing bad happened to Master Chevin.
Maybe we can be of service.
Hey, that little kid is crying. Wonder what happened. Let's go check what's wrong.
No. Oh, the music though. Oh. Hello! Something the matter?
Master Chevin, she went to gather volcanic crystals, but she's still not back yet. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to spare. Plus, that area's super dangerous, with tons of monsters and bad guys. They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. But it'll be too late by then.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but it's not appropriate to say to Imish? Not sure how you say her name. Don't worry, we'll look for her.
So, you'll help?
Yes?
Great! I'll just make a quick sketch to show you where the guards went earlier.
"16 hours later.
They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here.
She might have been forced to go near the shadow pin. If that's the case, then... Oh.
Please, you have to save her.
We will. Or we'll try to, at least. Act 1. Okay, go rescue Chevin, was it? Chevin? Good job we got all these waypoints. Not got them everywhere in Natlan because I haven't done all the quests. You know how it works. I'll get them done.
According to the map, we should be getting...
Get away from me!
Oh.
Look, over there! Is that Master Chevin?
Feels like a waste to use anything special here on these guys. You had nothing to me, sorry.
Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live. Drop all of it!
Oh. Are they gotten?
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Guess they knew what they were up against. Our reputation has its perks.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive. Saved by the Traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up.
I am really liking your little monocle thing. Imix, I'm assuming is how you say that, but they sent us to help.
She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days, tops. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the shadow pin. It's a large deposit, and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters. Anyway, I'm sure you've seen the state this place is in. It's all because the shadow pin suddenly came crashing to the ground and left behind a massive crater.
Ah. Was that us?
The seam I found was closer to the outside, so it survived the disaster. Still, the crash riled up the monsters in the area, and now they're everywhere. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka.
Who are they?
Right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter.
So, she crafts ancient names. Xilonen's in that line of business too.
Oh, you know Xilonen? Try mentioning that name in front of Tlasoli. She could sing Xilonen's praises forever. The foremost expert in ancient names, the future of our tribe, the finest artisan in Natlan. You'll never hear the end of it. I know Tlasoli misses the days when she used to forge ancient names. She'd never say as much, but I can tell.
Why did she stop?
Because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness.
Oh no.
And Tlasoli put everything aside to take care of her. Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright, even as darkness encroached from all directions. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine and the YOP's protection, Nechka's flame was rekindled. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Xilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
So, that's why you're out here. And no wonder you wouldn't leave the crystal behind. Too important.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore.
Yeah.
What a nice gift. Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
I just hope it makes Nechka happy.
That's right. A good mood makes for a quick recovery.
Yes.
And of course, we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Food especially, I imagine.
Don't worry, something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
Yeah, that was the first quest done? Okay. So the first quest, like the first act, because it had the splash thing come up, didn't it? It just feels very odd. It's like, wait, that was the first one? Yeah, that was the first one. Okay. Like, I'm trying to remember because it's been a while now. Like, weren't these ones like really long? Like, we had that one before we had those two appear. Like, it's a while ago now. It's a while ago. I'm sure they were longer. So I was ready to like split this up into the 3 acts. Might not have to at this point. Might not have to. We shall see. We shall see. Hello.
Oh, you're early. Looking forward to your gift?
Well, I am curious. Yes.
Paimon too, but we're also here to see how Nechka's doing.
I'm not.
It can't be easy to recover from such a serious illness. And then there's Tlasoli. She had to give up what she loves. We just want to cheer them up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story, Mish? I'll be right back.
Horse echoes. Okay. Probably best to go from there. I'm just debating which one to go from. Considering where... I feel like I got stuck on something then when I jumped. I was gonna say, considering where I can go in Natlan with these guys. It's got Xilonen and can just nip about very quickly. For much longer anyway. In Natlan.
Here we are. Nice house, right? Give me a sec, I'll go knock. Tlasoli! Open up! They're here! Tlasoli? Are you home? Open the door! That's strange. Huh, the door's locked. But she shouldn't be out at this time of day. Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Chevin! Open up, please!
No response. Alright, I'll wait. Let me knock down this door.
What if something happened to the two of them? What if Nechka got worse again?
Let's not overthink things. They were doing just fine the last time I was here. Nechka was sleeping soundly in her room. Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Nechka out to get some medicine.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tepetlosaur nest.
That's right. Tlasoli has a Tepetlosaur companion. If I remember right, its name is Iengu? When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iengu help with some digging work. But since Nechka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess! Iengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes. Something terrible must have happened.
We'll go take a closer look. You stay here, Chevin. Won't be good for you, I imagine.
Trying to end at this cliff. Could the Tepetlosaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see.
I was expecting that to be like something further in the cave, but no, okay. Because that's what I wanted to do. Yes. Fine, we'll get you. Not as fast, but... Help. I was gonna say, I need to get some phlogiston soon. Forgot about that aspect. How do we use them again? That's how we use them again. There we go. It feels ages since I've been in Natlan. Proper.
Huh, there really is a Tepetlosaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though.
At least it doesn't seem to be in any danger.
Paimon still doesn't see any sign of Tlasoli.
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
That's Chevin's voice!
Looks like there's someone next to her.
Come down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence.
Either way. Let's get down there.
Bulbasaur coming along. Whoa, hey, don't run! You'll hit us!
You descend the mountain.
Yangu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry. I'll whip up something for you later. All right, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec. Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nechka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests. But she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before long.
Is she alright?
Yeah, Chevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed. But it's nothing a good night's rest can't fix. That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Is she all better now? Sounds like she's doing well enough to run off on her own, too.
Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She's a fast one, that's for sure. She jumps over chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around the house. I can hardly catch her. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough. I really couldn't ask for more.
Hey, cheer up. This is supposed to be a happy occasion. We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli, about the thing I was telling you before.
The gift. Alright, let's hear it.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Stars in her eyes.
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion. The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging.
So it's like a simplified version of an ancient name.
Don't say that or the Wyatt might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques and materials. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic. But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special kind of ornament.
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan, engraved with words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
You've got a good eye for business. No wonder you run your own store.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really are special, though. Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription will never deteriorate, and the meaning will never get twisted. It's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
You're really pushing the sales pitch.
Paimon's interested! Let's buy one, Traveler! We can engrave our names onto it!
You fall for this so easily.
Then, once we find your sister, we can get her to add her name as well!
Well, now you've got me. That's sweet. Oh.
That way, our names will be together forever!
Looks like Paimon's already hooked. It does sound a little too precious, but it is sweet.
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present. It's the least I can do to repay you.
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your Blaze Gem inscriptions.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Then, I'll have you do the inscription yourself. Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Good things are better with company. I'm just remembering now, like, some of the previous quests, like the Mualani one. It's like, it's the first 2 acts, isn't it? It's like they're not technically related, but are related to the story quest aspect. It's the tribe, then we get the story quest. It's the first 2 acts of that. So it's like, yeah, just reminding myself. Again, been ages since I did one. Yeah. Might as well buy a few more gifts.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. You sure we have enough travel funds? Hold on, this isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our mora, right? Chevin?
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that, traveler. You'll end up losing all your mora.
In any case, it's up to you.
Oh no, it's the Tepatlosaur again! Quick, someone stop it! Paimon doesn't want to get run over again!
Whoa, 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 whoa. There. Roar indeed.
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my Blaze Gem inscription. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried fixing it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay. Could you help?
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin, for going all that way and...
It was nothing. We all just want Nechka to get better.
You're right. Yangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second.
Food?
I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready, Traveler. Maybe we'll even line it up with Nechka's birthday. We can even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food, and we'll make sure we're ready to eat.
Indeed.
Anyway, see you around, Tlasoli!
See ya. Hope Nechka gets better soon.
Look after yourselves. Nechka is going to be so happy to meet you.
Aw. That was that one as well? Really? Huh. Like, it does feel very short, doesn't it? Like with 2 or 3, because then it's like, yeah, then it's the story quest, isn't it? That's the aspect, like how that lines up. But it still feels very short. I feel like the Mualani one and the Kniech ones were longer. Was I just misremembering it? Maybe. But I don't know.
It's been several days now. Wonder if Tlasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscription. Since Nechka's birthday is around the corner, let's go to the tribe and buy some things, and then pay the family a visit.
It's been several days.
Xilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Iknal, and the hammer is Pakal, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Ooh, lovely.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then. and pick up my axe.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Like, yeah, whatever.
Hey, Xilonen!
What the? What are you doing down there?
Traveler, Paimon! We meet again. Oh,
Hello.
you two seem to be in good spirits. Oh, how's your ancient name been? Run into any issues?
No, everything's fine.
Oh, good. It was my first time working with the Lord of the Night to forge an ancient name, and you're not even from Natlan. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spirit way, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
Well,
I found the Xilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nitchka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
I've prepared a gift, and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
you give these kinds of things as birthday gifts?
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky situations. Well, still, I won't be giving Nitchka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of Tequil the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Thesoli's, I even brought Nitchka. Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, why can't I remember it anymore?
I'm trying to remember when, like, this quest became available. It was just after we had that little pause for a while because of the dub and everything. But the stuff with the ancient name hadn't been done yet, from our point of view. In terms of like at that point when the patches and stuff were available. So does the dialogue in this quest update if you've had the ancient name aspect sorted in the Archon quests? I imagine it does, otherwise that would be very out of place thinking about it. I was just, like, for a moment, I was like, wait, hold on. Anyway.
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full.
Your name is that long?
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Thesoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
I was just wondering the same thing. It could be embarrassing.
Don't worry. We usually ask Thesoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
Oh no. Sounds like just one of Shevan's schemes.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tasoli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nechka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... What was I planning to send to Nechka again? This memory of mine.
Yeah, there's something going on there, clearly.
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tlasoli and Nechka. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Erinley to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nechka's birthday party too, Xilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlasoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her?
Well, you explain your encounter with them.
Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter.
We also wanted to get a gift for Nechka. We have no idea what she might like.
Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second, aren't birthday gifts supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nechka, then she'll know what gift we'll be giving her. And that would ruin the surprise!
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
Easy enough. I have loads of those in my bag. Far too many at this point, I feel.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it.
But how else are we gonna unload all these books?
Xilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Unfortunately, no. Nechka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
Let's just go and ask Nechka.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, Tequil, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano.
Oh, the tale comes from the desolate distant past. In those days, the mountain's teeth were still barred like blades against man and beast, thirsting for the souls of the feeble-minded, human and non-human alike. People knew that the god of the mountain loved them not, and was to be given a wide berth. Yet, they were forced to seek shelter in caverns from the storm screaming through the wilds, all to pass one long night after the next. But these caverns, like the mountains, extracted payment from those vagrants. Countless were the tribes who lost kin to the waste through which they stumbled blind. Valiant Tequil, again I'm terrible names, and his kind-hearted brother Rimak were both born to one such tribe. At the hour of their birth, a long troubling night reigned inside and outside the caves. And though the campfires around which the tribe's people sat flickered, none were comforted by their light. The people thought, this fire shall soon go out, and once it does, we too shall be finished. How long will this night last? Cold and hungry too. Let's hurry things up, quickly. Let me walk into the night better than this torment. Oh, jeez. Oh, you poor children. You poor children. Yet Gil and Rimak did not announce themselves with sorrowful cries as other children did. Instead, Tequil stared into the cavern depths. The minions of the cavern did their best to frighten him, but his gaze swept over them, keen as sharp stone spur. He has seen us. Our sharp claws and long teeth, but he is not afraid. The wicked creatures whispered among themselves anxiously, and involuntarily retracted said appendages. Rimak, for his part, waved his hands and laughed, and his laughter was like pebbles tumbling in a stream, drawing the eyes of all the distressed tribespeople to his face. Only then did they notice that, though the flame wavered, it had never ceased to burn, and with another wave of his hands, Rimak patted the firewood next to him. Feed the flame! Feed the flame! The elderly chief, thus reminded by the newborn boy, shouted his words aloud, repelling the fear that had been about to swallow the tribe whole. People stood and fueled the fire, and they drew their obsidian blades, casting their eyes into the cavern depths just as Tequil had. The beasts of the cavern were filled with rage and hate, but they knew that these people would not loosen their grip on their weapons, nor would their eyes be shut. Terror had already fled, and so death was forced to retreat. Only when the sun rose again did the brothers close their eyes, falling asleep in their mother's bosom. Thus did the tribespeople depart the cave, having lived another day. These people, who had rejected fear, would live countless days more. Yet the defeat of her evil underlings caught the eye of their master. Kotlikyu, yes. But the lord of demons, who claimed to be the mother of the underworld and mistress of 10,000 times 10,000 caves, whose fangs were the rocky stalactites, whose tongue was every blast of wet, frigid wind, and who upon awakening could only be satiated by devouring 10,000 living souls. Tequil and Rimak were the first humans to slip her grasp. Shamefaced, this Earth Mother waved her hand, lashing the evil beast, cowering to the side with rock. Go, go, redeem your humiliating failure, capture those dim-witted mortals, and fill my stomach. But having seen their fears vanquished, the people remembered well the methods of scattering those terrors time after time. They settled at the foot of the mountains, sharpened wooden stakes, lit fires, and gave the sharpest blades to their best warriors. with which they would stand guard behind their stakes. Their bright eyes pierced the wilderness beyond the firelight, and did not shift their gaze away for even a moment. By blade and fire did Coldicules, minions, taste defeat time after time, until they could do nothing but huddle in the dark, daring not to draw near the flame. The fires in the hearts of the people ignited, and they began to speak of victory, of light, of the end of the Viper. They believed in Dickwil and Rimek. These two brothers could surely keep the heat and light alive. Tequil and Rimek thought the same, and so they sharpened their spears and blades, preparing to drive the demon lord of that evil serpent to her doom. But the Earth Mother, who hated this tribe, did not relent. She took sludge from the deepest parts of the cave and pinched it into a snake. Alright. Then she plucked out her eye, setting it into the serpent's eye socket. Okay. It was that child who caused you to witness the fire, and so let me go and swallow his eye. Jeez. We're only halfway through this story. One evening, when the sun had just set, night's veil was slowly covering the sky, and the stars had yet to begin granting their light. The serpent bit and slew a rabbit beyond the tribe's bounds, and burrowed into its skin, lying flat on the ground. Rimek, returning from gathering herbs, came upon this rabbit, and seeing its wound, the kind child put his torch down without hesitation, and reached for his herbs. He chewed on them, preparing to apply them to the rabbit, but the snake, speaking for the Earth Mother, leaped from the wound, hissing laughter. Ignorant, foolish human, sacrificing yourself for a lowly rabbit. Before Rimek could retrieve his torch, the Earth Mother's serpent latched its fangs first onto his neck, then burrowing into his body, capturing his heart and soul both. The defenseless sentries were the next to be murdered by the Earth Mother, for they greeted Rimek just as they had always done when he returned from gathering herbs, only to be pierced through the heart by the serpent, dying on the spot. The entire tribe's fires were put out, and amidst the shroud of darkness, death and terror were resurgent. The Earth Mother spat the snake out, and through poisoned fangs she cried out, "Behold, behold, you ignorant fools! Arrogant fools! Got there, and kneel as you should in the dust." But the sound of a rock being struck cut her off. For Tequil, who had been sharpening his obsidian blade, used it to create sparks that set his tent alight. He raised his blade and charged forward, letting fly his blade at the Earth Mother's messenger. The blazing edge cleaved the poisoned serpent, molded from soil with ease. But as Tequil was about to follow through, he saw his brother's eyes, and the blood staining his brother's hands. That instant was all the time the wounded viper needed to escape. Yet nigh fully charred it was still, and the Earth Mother's eye reduced almost to ash. The tribe was destroyed, and never again was there a chance it would dare defy her. Thus did the Earth Mother comfort herself, so she retreated into the darkness. Now Tequil wished to call out Remek's name, but the burning dust caught in his throat, and so he could only watch as his brother vanished into the night. When the night at last passed, Tequil, who stood amidst the ruins, knew that the surviving tribespeople could no longer stay. Burying his confusion and pain deep in his heart, he led them on a new journey. They crossed mountains and canyons, dodging fearsome beasts and poisonous insects. Tequil did not close his eyes for so long as they journeyed, nor did he dare to loosen his grip on a blade or torch. Finally, by a silent volcano, they found a tribe willing to take them in. Only after he saw the last of his tribe peacefully fall into slumber under the old shaman's care did he relax and collapse to the earth. When he awoke, he found himself in a blazing cave. The lava that surrounded him undulated with an erratic pulse, as if the very mountain was slowly breathing. When he stood up, the lava boiled and bubbled, and a rumbling came from all directions. Do not search for your brother. His eyes have been devoured by a cunning serpent. But I must save him, and pursue that venomous snake also. His words echoed through the cave, but the goddess of mountains and fire was silent. To kill thus prayed unto her, let my brother's name live on. I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return. The goddess answered him in the echoing cave. Thus said she, your prayer have I heard, but your brother is no longer your kin. His name has sunken into the deepest of depths. Tekil raised his head and lifted up his wish to the goddess. Turn my blood to fire, so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood runs dry. Turn my blood... He said it again. Oh no, he didn't say it again. It's slightly different. I turn my blood to fire until my soul may sear and slay that serpent. I will take its head before my blood runs dry. When Tekil awoke, once again, the old shaman of the tribe gave him a brand new sword, food, and water. Finally, the shaman clasped his shoulders and blessed him. May your fire dry the venomous snake's venom. Thus did Tekil embark on another journey. His strength was endless, his body tireless, and his blood burned like lava. He crossed grassy fields and snowy peaks, deep valleys and high mountains, and the goddess of mountains and fire showed him the way with falling rocks and the cracks in cliffs. Thus did Tekil stride forward without hesitation. When he met his brother again, the Earth Mother mocked him once more, using Rimek's body and voice. But when her claws pierced Tekil's chest, he moved not, and instead her bones were melted by his burning blood. Tekil stared the vicious demon lord down and said in a loud voice, my brother is gentle of heart. He would surely have made this land a better place. Yet you have affronted him with your poison, smothered his virtue, slaughtered those who had faith in his virtue. Die, you despicable, venomous insect. Die here. As he roared, Tekil's blood stained his obsidian blade, turning it red hot in an instant. The Earth Mother watched in terror as her shell, bones, and soul were sundered. She wished to scream, to bury but a moment in which she could unleash her claws and tear Tekil to ribbons. But she could make no sound. For in the fire's light, the silent soul to whom this body once belonged awakened, and that soul cried out to his brother. I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left. The blazing flames swept over every corner in that gloomy, frigid cavern, and every last poisonous insect within was slain, burned to ash alongside every plot and scheme so heinous and vile. As the last drop of blood was about to burn away, the roof of the cave above Tekil's head trembled. A fissure opened, and a gem fell down and stopped up his wound. The goddess of mountains and fire spoke once more, and her voice echoed across the walls. Yet, you have one drop of blood. Return to your tribe, for this is your brother's wish, and I will see it fulfilled. One night, the old shaman who had waited day after day beyond the tribe's bounds stood to welcome the returning Tekil. But Tekil refused the water, the food, and the chairs. Instead, he simply said, the venomous snake is slain, and I am victorious. But I shall soon depart, along with my brother. He took the gem from his chest, placed it upon a torch, and walked up to the silent volcano. I have but one drop of blood left. But it was not left for me, but rather for justice and fairness, for the good and the brave. Use it and light a fire, a flame that shall never be extinguished. Having said that, valiant Tequil leaped into the dead volcano. The earth was shaken by his heart and blood, and the volcano's own heart resumed beating, the blazing lava once more beginning to flow. The volcano lives, as does the bravery of all the tribes. Whew, that took a while.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Rimac said, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left."
I feel like I did that better, but you know. So what about the other version of the story?
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nechka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it.
Thank you.
Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocowaddle.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Oh, that's two more for the collection.
Let's get going. Telesoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Oh, that's just starting the quest. Jeez. Yes, I spent quite a long time reading that. I don't want to read the new version. It sounds rubbish. I like the story like as it was told. I like the sort of like there was a happy ending for the tribe, but at a cost. I like happy endings, but when they come with a cost, it feels more appropriate to like how things should be. Like, yeah, it's like everything's not sunshine and rainbows all the time. Like, I do appreciate a happy ending here and there, but I like that one where it's like, yeah, there's a cost, but they won the day. They won the day. Anyway, I'm going to use this as a place to end this part, and in the next part, we'll see about heading over to Tlazoli. How close was I in that? We'll see you in the next part. Ta-ra for now.